Hey everybody, Justin Lewis back here with Children's Miracle Network and Children's Specialized Hospital. We are making miracles for this radiothon. I'm here with Morgan, who is, let me make sure I get this right, the Children's Miracle Network Hospital's Program Manager.
Yes.
I didn't even have to practice that.
You got it.
You've been showing us around the hospital all day today,
Yeah.
showing us the really cool programs, the art, the things that the kids and the families can all do while they're here. As I was listening to you telling us about everything, one of the things that came up is you said you're very competitive with your sibling.
Yes, I am.
And he does some pretty cool stuff.
Yep.
You know, shooting videos and art and stuff like that. And you said, I help kids.
Yeah.
Tell me what that means to you. Because
So,
you really, I mean, not to interrupt you, when you said that, it wasn't just a joke. You
Right.
really mean it. So
Yeah.
tell me why.
I mean it. I mean that what I do is fulfilling to me, just as what he does is fulfilling, and not that one is better than the other. That is a joke that I make,
Sure,
that
sure.
I'm competitive. Yeah. But for me, I have always wanted to work with Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And that began with competing in the Miss America program. So I used to compete in pageants, and you know, that was the beginning of my journey with wanting to be involved in helping other people. And that sounds kind of funny if you're not familiar with what that program is, but the Miss America program is partnered with Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And in order to compete, you have to raise funds for Children's Miracle Network. And before I did that, I was in college, and you know, I thought, you know, I do want to fundraise, but I want to be aware of what I'm fundraising about. And so as I started to learn more about the program, I decided, this is what I want to do when I get out of college. I want to be able to make a difference. The health of children is so important, and as someone who has been fortunate to have good health and who hasn't had to have a hospital stay, I can really appreciate that for a child, it's got to be so much more scary than what I can even imagine. So if I can make that a little easier, then that's what I want to do. And so I do feel like on a daily basis I'm making a difference in some way. And beyond helping kids, we're also helping organizations such as WOBM, but also all of our partners to be able to get involved in the community and to be a part of that, and I love that.
And it also, your passion shows in the sense that you know these kids. You're telling us about, you know, this kid who has hit this milestone, this kid who I saw the other day and is, you know, a big ray of sunshine. What is the connection that you feel with the children that are coming through the hospital?
Oh, that's a good question. You know, I think with the kids who we spend a lot of time with, you know, they're our best buds. And it's because we know their story, and part of our job is to help tell their story. We have an intimate connection with them and really caring about those milestones. It's not just us telling the story. For kids like Ari, you know, it's thinking about the last time I saw her and how she was doing that day, and knowing that she was in a really terrible situation and the leaps and bounds that she's come, and because of this hospital and the services that she was able to receive.
And because of Children's Miracle Network.
Absolutely.
So what is, if you had to pick one thing that has really made an impression on you since you have been doing this, what would you say is the one thing that has really stuck with you?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess going back a little bit to my background, I've been here with Children Specialized for a year and a half, and previously I worked for another hospital for 3 years. So I'm almost 5 years into working with Children's Miracle Network hospitals, and you know, I've met a ton of kids. You know, I've met lots of children, lots of families, and I think I don't know that I can narrow it down to one particular moment, but it's the moments where you realize that you are more to that family than what you think. You know, you realize that the part that you've played in their life is so much bigger than maybe those 5 minutes that you've spent with them. It's the little kids who, you know, want to be able to send you a message on their iPad, or you know, want to become your Facebook friend, or take selfies, or play around with your phone and do Snapchat filters. It's those moments where you realize these are normal, regular kids who want to have a relationship with you, and they want to be a part of your life just as much as you want to be a part of theirs. Because we look at these kids, you know, to me, they're celebrities. They're, you know, they're the star. They're the ones who have overcome these challenges, and I think when you realize that they see that in you as well, it's a really special moment.
And it really shows that what you're doing is having an impact on these kids.
Absolutely.
That's going to last the rest of their lives.
Absolutely.
And that's, one of the things that we're trying to get across is it is more than just a donation. It really is helping these children. It's something that is going to mean something to these children as they go through their journey, for the rehab, for the hospital visits, for everything that happens from here on out. It's more than just a donation. It's really a lifetime meaningful thing to these kids and these families. And that's why we're doing this with Children's Miracle Network and Children's Specialized Hospital.